Hi everybody, we've made it to Friday and I've got a 3-day weekend coming up, woohoo! I've got the kids on Monday because I've got an inset day, and I have a finished item. Benjamin the bunny's done. Yeah, he's Tobin's bunny now. Tobin has claimed him and says things like, you know, it's cute when the words stop and I just make noises, so he just makes noises, I should say. So I would have filmed earlier, and I went with the cream tail. Thank you for the suggestion. That was very kind. I got a suggestion on yesterday's video saying about cream pom-pom tail. So brilliant, thank you. I did try and work in some of the remaining yarn, the body colour yarn. They're not very good. So I gave Tobin the choice and he picked the cream. And the pattern is by b.crochet-tive designs. I'll link it below. I've been linking it for the past few days. Well, I've been linking it on my website, but that is linked below as well. I was at one point doing notes below the video and then notes on my blog and on my website. I might as well just direct you to my website. And then there's a point for my website, isn't there? And it saves me, because you can't quite copy it, it's not in the same format on the website. Too much faff. So, yeah, b.crochet-tive designs. It does have, he should really have sleeves for his jacket, but I opted against it because the grey I've used, sorry about the lighting, Tobin took this with him today to Holiday Club, so I had to wait to fetch him to get it back so I could film. I was like, I can't film and say I've finished it and not have it to show. Yeah, the yarn I've used to edge the jacket is grey, but it's a thicker grey, and I thought I don't want to be fighting to get the arms through if Tobin's going to be playing with it or whatnot. So I opted to not do the sleeves. They're not really very long, but you just sort of pick up, I think, and do a row or two. Not a lot, but yeah, he's got a little gilet on, a little waistcoat, and then his hat, which is removable. Look at his cute little face. So he's just as cute without a hat, which I think is, you know, shows how cute the pattern is. Normally, if you remove something like that, it's not quite as cute, but he is. And there's a little pom-pom tail. And his pom-pom on the top. So it's very cute. I can't remember how much the pattern is. I think I got it when he first came out, and it was reduced slightly. I think I paid $2.99 in dollars. I think it's $4.99 usually, but all of her patterns are great and super cute. She's the designer behind Goober, the goblin that I've been making, and there's Gatsby the gargoyle and the Day of the Dead doll that I linked the other day. And she's done Honey and Cheese, which are a mouse and a bear. I think she's got an elephant in the works as well. I'm like, I have to stop looking because I want them all. So that's my finished item. He took me way too long, but it's done now. And I'm working on an order I have for a spider, and I found a really cute pattern. Can't remember who it's by, but I'll link it below, and we'll see how it turns out. This is supposed to be a medium spider, but it looks quite, body looks quite big. But this is Red Heart Super Saver yarn in black, and I'm using a 3.5mm hook, so that it's fairly, you can't really see my finger through that, can you? So it's still a fairly tight gauge. And I think it's got googly eyes in the pattern, and I've got some googly safety eyes. It's not going to a kid, I don't think. Well, the lady who's asked for it, she's the lady I made the Edgar dragons for. And her kids are like 17 and 20 something, so as far as I know, it's not for a small child, but again, safety eyes for over 3s. Should be fine. So I'm going to work on that until I can't see into black yarn anymore. I did come straight home from work, but I worked half an hour late today because I'm not there Monday. I wanted to get everything entered that I could, and I had a load of invoices to send out, which I didn't have this morning, and then the shipping line sent a load of invoices through we weren't expecting, but as it turns out, we're supposed to have them. But just nobody had asked that question before, so when it came up, we were like, I don't know, are we supposed to have that? Yes, we are. So I invoiced all those out, got them all sent. Had something come in on a vessel and actually offload, like because because you have FCLs, which are a full container load, and LCL, which is less than container load. And the less than container loads, you have a consolidation job. So lots of small shipments get put in one container together, and it has to then devan and like unpack. So there's a rough, we will unpack it on this day, but no particular like it will happen at this time and they get there when they get there, and you know, it depends how difficult certain freight is to offload and stuff. And I had some come through right before I was about to go. I was like, so I sorted it out. I was like, oh, poop. But yes, it's done. I've, you know, worked any time I missed by getting there late and stuff. So hopefully, you know, it's noted and stands me in good stead, you know. I will stay if I need to. When I can, obviously. If I had the kids to fetch from school, I would really struggle. But I would have delegated, you know, said, I'm really sorry, but I can't do this. But as I could stay, I thought I should. And I feel better knowing that I think I've done everything I can. It's only a day, but, you know, maybe next week some freight will actually come in because the weather might improve. However, I think we are supposed to have another bad weekend. What can you do? Everything's gone back again. So the ones that I moved the other day that I told you about, yeah, they've gone back again. And there's no guarantee they won't go back again next week. It's just... But anyway, I think China is slowly coming back. Again, you know, we're getting some stuff come through. But yeah, so hopefully things are improving over there. I know the case numbers are still skyrocketing, but hopefully people will be allowed out a bit more, because it can't be much fun for them not being able to leave their houses and stuff. And just the, you know, the fear surrounding it. So hopefully that improves. But for now, I'm on holiday for 3 days. Or, you know, 3-day weekend. So I'm going to go because I need to keep an eye on the tea. We're having a chicken. It's just me and Paul tonight. Well, it's just me and Paul having a main meal because the kids have eaten at holiday club. But they're going to have a little snack or something that I'll do for them. Just so they sit and eat with us. As frustrating as it is, just try and get them to eat stuff. It's nice to all sit around the table. So yes, we're having, Paul and I are having chicken in a Levi Roots. I don't know if his products have made it to the States. Most people in the UK probably know who he is. He was on the Dragon's Den, which I think you have in the States as well. And he pitched this idea for the reggae sauce. Like a jerk Jamaican seasoning and sauces and stuff like that, and he's done really well out of it. So this is it's supposed to be hot. It's got Scotch bonnet chilies in it and stuff. I don't do hot food, so spicy food. So we'll see how I cope with that. It smells nice though. Just see how hot it is. I'm gonna have that with rice. So the chicken's in the oven now. I need to keep an eye on it, and the rice is just a packet rice. I think I've got whole grain. It's not pilau. Paul's got pilau. I've got whole grain something or other. But yeah, we'll have that, and the kids will have their little snack, and then it's done. I'm not putting him to bed tonight. Is that right? I think so. I can't remember if I put him to bed last night. Did I? I don't even know. Did I put him to bed? Yes, I did. It's only yesterday. I can't remember. But I don't feel the need. I feel the need. I don't feel the urge to go to the gym, so I probably won't. I might try and get it at the weekend. Might be seeing my niece. Yes, my sister and my niece tomorrow. I need to go back to her because I'm not entirely sure what we're doing this weekend. Probably nothing. And we have no money now because my cars cost money. But, oh well, if it's miserable weather, it doesn't really matter so much, does it? You just hunker down. The kids have been finger knitting. Tobin decided last night he wanted to learn to finger knit, so he just put a YouTube video on and did it. And then he's been doing like the one finger, like almost chaining, and then he's been doing it around 4 fingers. and then took a load of yarn to Holiday Club with them today, and apparently that's what they've done all afternoon. They've got a bag of yarn there anyway. But they've been making pom-poms and finger knitting and basically just crafting all afternoon. And I always get people say, oh, aren't you lucky to have boys and they're still into crafting? I'm like, yes, because it's fun. There's nothing, maybe knitting and crocheting is seen as more of a female pursuit, whatever. Although in more of the Nordic sort of countries, I think it's taught in schools. So it's not, you know, in other countries, it's Scandinavian sort of countries, it's not as big of a, that's a girl thing to do, as it is over here. But, you know, papercraft, like, you know, making bookmarks and stuff like that, I don't think is a particularly girly, you know, you can make them however you want, so it's not a girly thing. But I don't know, the boys like doing it. I'm more than happy to craft with them. You know, colouring's not a girl thing, really, is it? Boys can be artists and designers, and I don't particularly go for this, oh, this is a girl thing, that's a boy thing. Do they enjoy doing it? Yeah, so good. Does it keep them entertained and off a screen? Yes, all the better. I don't get the need to, you know, separate everything out and say, oh wow, you're a boy, you should do this, or you're a girl. Jack's got hairdressing heads, and he's got a kitchen in his room. But Tobin had one when he was younger. It's all role playing, isn't it? It's like that. You know, if you give a boy a doll, what are you teaching them? You know, how to look after. You know, how to be a good father, how to be a carer, how to be a, you know, someone in the medical profession. You know, having something that a toy that you look after can only be a good thing. I mean, this thing that you've got to give them, you know, guns and, you know, action men with knives, and, you know, obviously real knives, but, you know, action men in combat scenarios, it doesn't have to be all that, you know. Teach them compassion and, yeah. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox and stop waffling. I'm going to check the chicken while I could be burning the tea while I'm moaning. So I hope you're all well. Yes, I don't know what the weekend holds. More black yarn. But it should be cute, so that's okay. And I'll work for it as long as I can, and then I'll figure something else out when I can't see, when it gets too dark. Yeah, so take care. Let me know what your weekend plans are. You'll see this on Saturday, so let me know what you've been up to. Yeah, take care, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.